Good morning, students. Welcome back to biology classroom once again. In this video, I will start from indigenous breed. So look at your book. These breeds are also known as Desi breeds. For example, Red Sindhi, Gir and Sahiwal. So indigenous breeds are also known as Desi breed. So you should learn this word. Desi breeds basically are known as indigenous breeds. Example, Red Sindhi, Gir and Sahiwal. Next, exotic breeds. These breeds are imported from other countries. For example, Holstein, Farsian, Friesian, Brown Swiss, and Jersey. So, which kind of breeds are imported from? Imported from other countries. These are exotic breeds. Example: Holstein, Friesian, Brown Swiss, and Jersey. Next, crossbreed. These breeds are developed by the mating exotic breeds with indigenous breed. Their milk yielding capacity is 2 to 3 times more than indigenous ones. For examples, Karan Fries, Frieswald, and Karan Swiss. The three breeds of buffaloes in India are as follows: Mura, Meosana, and Sarti. Next, Mura. The milk yielding of this breed is about 12 to 16 liters of milk on daily basis during lactation time. So student, you have to learn the capacity of producing milk. Mura can able to produce 12 to 16 liters of milk on daily basis during lactation time. It is considered as the best breed of buffalo in Haryana and Punjab. Meosana. Meosana breed is commonly found in and around Gujarat. The average milk yielding is around 10 to 12 liters per day. Next, Sarti. The Sarti is the breed of water buffalo found in few districts of Gujarat. They can yield 7 to 9 liters of milk in a day. So student, you have to learn their breed name and their milk producing capacity. In case of Mura, they can able to produce 12 to 16 liters milk of daily. Meosana, 10 to 12 liters per day. Same way, 30, they can able to produce 7 to 9 liters milk in a day. Next, management of milk animals. The management of milk yielding animals include appropriate shelter and feeding requirements. Shelter. The animal shelter should have the following characteristics. Animal shelter should be clean and well ventilated. Their shade should be well covered to protect them from rain, heat, and cold. The shelter should be big enough to provide sufficient space to the animals for stay. This point को अच्छे से पढ़ना. The shelter should be big enough, as because it can provide sufficient space to the animals for stay. It should have clear drinking water. The shelter should be protected from predators. Next, feeding. The animal food containing essential nutrients needed for the growth and development is called feed. Cattle feed is two types: roughage and concentrates. Roughage has more fiber content. It includes feed such as hay, straw, fodder, legumes, silage, cocoa pea, and so on. Same way, concentrates have very low fibrous matter. They are rich in nutrients. They include grains such as bajra, jowar, rice, barley, gram, chaff, wheat bran, husk, oil seeds, molasses, etc. So basically, feed are two types. Cattle feed are two types: roughage and concentrated. Roughage has more fiber. Same way, concentrated has less fiber but more nutrients. Proper breeding. Animals with specific and desired characters are selected for breeding. This is important for propagating only those specific desired species of livestock. So animals with specific and desired characters are selected for breeding. मतलब हम लोग जो एनिमल के साथ दूसरे एनिमल का मेटिंग करवाएंगे, पहले क्या देखेंगे, हम लोगों का जो मतलब चाहने वाला स्पेसिफिक एंड डिजायरेबल जो कैरेक्टर्स है, मतलब उन लोगों से बहुत ज़्यादा मिल्क मिले, दे आर एबल टू प्रोड्यूस लॉट्स ऑफ मिल्क इन पर डे. सो इस कैरेक्टर को पहले देखेंगे, उसके बाद ही हम लोग ब्रीडिंग के लिए सिलेक्ट करते हैं. दिस इज इम्पॉर्टेंट फॉर द प्रोपागेटिंग ओनली दो स्पेसिफिक डिजायर स्पीसीज ऑफ लाइफ स्टॉक. Disease of cattle. Like human, cattle also suffer from disease by bacteria and viruses. Dairy animals should be vaccinated regularly to be protected from disease. Some of diseases in cattle are listed in the table shown here. So like human, also cattle are also affected by viruses or bacteria. That's why they are vaccinated regularly to be protected from disease. First, anthrax, like sheep, horse, cattle, goat, cause bacteria. Symptoms क्या होता है? Swelling on the body parts, especially on neck, accompanied with high fever. बहुत तेज बुखार, उसके साथ गले का पोर्शन फूल जाता है. Rinderpest, cattle, virus created by, responsible by virus. High fever, loss of appetite, मतलब भूख नहीं लगता है, बहुत तेज बुखार होता है. सैल्विनेशन, मतलब उन लोगों का टांग से पानी गिरने लगता है. एक्सेसिव डिहाइड्रेशन, शरीर का पानी बहुत कम हो जाता है. नेक्स्ट, काउपॉक्स, काउज वायरस के द्वारा हुआ था. अपीयरेंस ऑफ स्मॉल नोड्यूल्स ऑन द बॉडी, बॉडी के ऊपर मतलब स्किन में हम लोग छोटा छोटा ब्लिस्टर जैसे कुछ दिखाई देते हैं. नेक्स्ट, फूड एंड माउथ डिजीज, कैटल, सीप एंड स्वाइन गोट, रेस्पॉन्सिबल वायरस. एक्सेसिव सैल्विनेशन, मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा ही उन लोगों का टांग से पानी गिरने लगता है. ब्लिस्टर्स ऑन माउथ, मुंह में ऐसे ब्लिस्टर्स निकल और रैशेस दिखाई देता है. फीट एंड उडर, हाई फीवर, लॉस ऑफ एपेटाइट, भूख नहीं लगता मतलब भूख कम हो जाता है, उसके साथ तेज बुखार. दीज आर द बेसिकली नेम ऑफ द डिजीज. So you have to learn the name of the disease and responsible microorganism, if they may bacteria or virus. Next, White Revolution. Operation Flood, commonly referred as the White Revolution, refers to the rapid development in milk production that took place in India from 1970 to 1996. तो हमारे 1970 से लेकर 1996 तक जो रैपिड रेवोल्यूशन चला था इन इंडिया, उसको हम लोग क्या बोलेंगे? व्हाइट रेवोल्यूशन. दिस प्रोजेक्ट ट्रांसफॉर्म्ड इंडिया फ्रॉम ए मिल्क डेफिशिएंट कंट्री टू द वर्ल्ड लार्जेस्ट मिल्क प्रोड्यूसर इन 1998. The main architect of this successful measure was Dr. Varghese Kurian. इसके नीचे दाग लगाना. So the main architect of the White Revolution was Dr. Varghese Kurian, also father as the father of White Revolution. So you have to learn these two portions, Dr. Varghese Kurian, and he was also known as father of White Revolution. Operation Flood is a program started by the National Dairy Development Board. So you have to learn the full form of NDDB. Operation Flood was completed in 3 phases. During the first phase of its starting, 1970 to 1980, the country's 18 main milk sheds were connected to the consumers of 4 metros. That is Mumbai, Delhi, Chennai and Kolkata. Next, during the second phase, 1981 to 1985, the management increased the milk sheds from 18 to 136 to 90. Urban markets expanded the outlets for the milk. By the end of 1985, a self-sustaining system of 43,000 village cooperatives with 42.5 lakhs milk producers were covered. And in the third last stage, 1986 to 1996 of White Revolution, the dairy cooperatives were enabled to expand and strengthen of the infrastructure required to procure and market increasing volumes of milk, veterinary, first aid, health care services, feed and artificial insemination services for the cooperative members were extended, along with incentivized members education. So actually student, this is a long story, so no need to read all this portion. So you have to learn these two portion only. The main man of the White Revolution was Dr. Varghese Kurian, and he was also known as father of White Revolution. So student, I hope all of you understood what I have discussed in this video. So for today, up to this portion.